This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by one of boxing's best talents, Bam Rodriguez here in LA. Bam, good to see you. How's life treating you?
Life's good. Just been enjoying life, being a dad, and taking it day by day.
It's been a while since it's probably been about well, I think the last time I actually saw you was the announcement press conference for your fight with Sonny, and you seem like you're changing a bit more tattoos. I've still got one on my face now. How would you say you've matured in that time? Obviously, you've gone through a fight like that with Sonny where he's the talker. It's a very heated build up. Then you've had some brilliant performances since. But as an individual, how do you feel like you've matured?
Um, just outside the ring, I feel like I become a better person. My daughter, like, she changed me for the better. Inside the ring as well, inside the gym, I just have a lot more motivation, a lot more to work for. I got a mouth to feed now, so I just became a better person overall, and I matured a lot more.
Someone so young as well, but to become a father, how do you find kind of managing that pressure yourself? Because you are, in your mind, thinking you want to provide the best life possible for her.
Um, I mean, it does get a little hard sometimes, but my girlfriend, she's there for the baby, whatever she needs. So I've been blessed with a great mother for my baby. Can't ask for more, but she does help out a lot. So
She helps out a lot, so you can come and fly out to LA to watch your fights.
exactly. When she found out she didn't care at all, she knew like what she had to do. So
Let's just start off here and swing back onto yourself. Obviously, you've got a campmate, Rayo Valenzuela, challenging. He's at Cruz tomorrow night. How does Rayo go about defeating Cruz?
he has to stay smart. Cruz, I feel like he only knows how to come forward. Rayo, I was in camp with Rayo. He was looking good. He's been in camp for like 4 months, so he's more than ready. But just stay smart, pick your shots smart, and just avoid those looping shots.
You've got some talented fighters in that gym. Obviously, you've got Jose Ramirez, Virgil Ortiz, yourself. We mentioned Rayo, amongst others. I don't want to start forgetting anybody, but what's it like just being in amongst so many talented fighters, learning off each other day in, day out?
I mean, that's as good as it can get for any gym. Like you said, there's multiple world champions in the gym. There's a lot of talent in the gym. So just pick up little things from each fighter. It's a blessing to be around those people, around those fighters.
I mean, when you're around, I mean, you're in camp. We go back to that Estrada fight, sensational performance. Bam, just walk me through and reflect on it a little bit for me, please. How you found yourself into the route to find that body shot to stop Gaio Estrada.
That was probably the best fight of my career, performance-wise. I think entertaining-wise as well. That was a very entertaining fight. There's not one person that said it was a bad fight, so that just goes to show what kind of fight it was. But man, I got dropped for the first time, so that was a new experience. But it was fun. I had fun in that ring, even though I got dropped. It was a flash knockdown, a little bit of a trip as well. But I mean, it was a great night overall.
But that in itself as well, is it somewhat, I don't want to say a relief, but you've been through it now. So if ever there was another moment like that in your career, you know what to expect in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think after the fight, I said I've always wanted to be dropped, just to, see what it feels like. And I handled it well. I came back, and I believe I won that round still. So it just goes to show what the fighter that I am.
I spoke to Robert earlier, and Robert said to me that plans are being pressed ahead for the Estrada rematch. Given the performance, and with the exception of that round, most people had you kind of picking up those rounds throughout the fight. Is it a surprise to you that Goyo's gone down the route of invoking that rematch clause of trying to pursue that instead of looking elsewhere?
No, I mean, I kind of before the fight, I knew it when I beat him, he was gonna want the rematch no matter what. He was out of the ring for a while, so I feel like he has that ring rust off now. So I feel like he'll come back a better fighter in the rematch if it does come through.
Robert also mentioned to me that he's had talks with Puma Martinez's team. Talk to me about how much of an exciting prospect that would be for yourself.
That's a great fight right there. That's like a what 4 belt fight, 4 belts on the line. I saw his fight with Ioka. It was a great fight, but I feel like Ioka didn't fight the right fight. And if I were to fight Puma Martinez, I know exactly what to do to beat him.
Can you give us a bit more into how you think you'd have to beat Puma Martinez?
I mean, just if the fight goes through, then y'all will see. Yeah,
Keeping your cards close to your chest. What did you make of his performance against Ioka?
it was a great fight. He performed well. He did what he had to do. He defeated Ioka in his backyard, so that just goes to show that he truly did win the fight. So props to him. Congratulations.
I don't think it's a fight that we'd probably ever see, but especially considering that, let's say you fight Estrada next, and then it was to be a unification next year. But the Chocolatito one's been mentioned. I know you both obviously with Tekken as well, but do you think it might be something which is spoken about a bit more in say a year's time, or you adamant in your own mind it just won't happen?
I believe it doesn't happen. It really doesn't make sense at this point. I mean, if he were to get in the rankings or something, then maybe. I know he mentioned my name that he's willing to fight me if the money's right. So, I mean, the respect's still there, but if he wants to fight, then I'm not going to say no. Anybody that wants to fight, I'll fight.
Do you understand the clamour for it? Why so many people would like to see it?
Yeah, I mean, Chocolatito's a legend. He was pound for pound one of the greats, just like I am right now. So, for our paths to collide, it's just that's what people, they know the kind of fight it'll be.
I know that in the past, your man to the left, Eddie Hearn's mentioned potentially somewhat of a fantasy fight with Naoya Inoue. Is that something which you just can't see happening? Robert said that given the weight, you might be 4 or 5 years away from even being close to him, and by the time you are, he might have moved up again.
Yeah, I feel like it is a possible fight, but not right now. I've always said it when people ask me that it's a fight that can happen in the future, maybe 2 or 3 years from now. But as of right now, I just have other opponents on my mind.
I know you very much so want to chase undisputed at 115, but selfishly, I for one would love to see a Junto Nakatani fight.
Yeah, I mean that's another fight as well. People want to see that fight. People are asking for it, and I'm down for it. People think I'm avoiding these fighters, but I'm not. It's just a matter of time before we're in the ring. They thought I was avoiding Sonny. They thought I was avoiding Estrada, and look what I did when I got in the ring with them. It's just, like I said, a matter of time.
Do you actually feel like people think you're avoiding them? Because to look at your resume and for people to suggest that to me was it's a wild call, really, because you've stepped up and you fought pretty much everybody put in front of you.
That's why I stay off social media, because people are dumb. They say things just to say them. I'm not avoiding anybody. When the time's right, then I'm in the ring with anybody.
What do you make of Junto Nakatani?
He's a great fighter, strong fighter. He's tall. He knows how to use his distance. But I mean, when the fight comes and the fight's official, then they're gonna see a great fight.
I know again it would have to take some Sonny Edwards to kind of have something to offer you, but he's said on numerous occasions he wants to at some point run it back with you. But he's admitted as well like he needs to kind of have something that's going to make you think that's a worthwhile fight. Do you think that's the type of fight you could see yourself down the line at some point potentially crossing paths once again?
I mean, yeah, if it makes sense, then yeah, I would love to fight Sonny again. He was an entertaining fighter before the fight that brought a lot of attention to the fight. So just being around him, it's good energy. But I mean, we're cool now, so I don't know how that'll play out. I don't know how that'll play out, but I would love to share the ring with him again if it makes sense.
On reflection now, did you enjoy that kind of build up, that back and forth? Obviously, having Sonny such a big talker in the build up to a fight.
I mean, I didn't enjoy it, but I didn't hate it either. I would see what he would say. I would just push it to the side. I was too busy training, but it did get a little heated at the press conference, and that just made me more motivated to go out and get that win.
Bam, just before I let you go, some fights coming up. I just want to get your thoughts on obviously the main event on Saturday, Crawford Madrimov. What goes down?
Crawford, he's pound for pound top 3. I feel like he's just on a different level right now. I don't see anybody beating him, but Madrimov, he's a good fighter as well, but I think it's just not the right time for him.
I don't see anyone beating him, but there's been all of those talks of potentially moving up to 168 to face a certain Canelo Alvarez. Would that be a bridge too far for Crawford?
I think so. I think Crawford's just a little bit too small for Canelo right now. Probably ever. So if they were the same way, I would pick Crawford. He's just on a different level skill-wise.
What about Canelo Berlanga? What have you made of that announcement?
Oh, that's a great fight. Honestly, I think Canelo will win, but Berlanga's going to go out there and give him a great fight, a better fight than people are expecting. So just pay for the pay-per-view and tune in for a great fight.
The final one, we have an undisputed bout, which I'm sure you'll be tuning in to watch on October 12th between Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. Do you have a pick? Do you have a favourite for that fight?
That's a great fight. I think it's a 50-50. You got Beterbiev, a powerful puncher, and then Bivol, smart boxer. So, I mean, it's just if Bivol gets caught, then I think that'll be it. But if he doesn't, then I feel like he'll box his way to a unanimous decision.
All right, Bam, listen, I appreciate your time. I know you're going to be a busy man now with all this media turning up to see you. So I look forward to seeing an announcement soon, and thanks for speaking to me.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time.